Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So for today's video, I am sharing with you my 3-month update with VIPKID. So as of the time that I'm filming this, I am 105 days in. I've taught 500 classes and 188 students. If you haven't seen my previous VIPKID videos, I do have other videos that go into more detail about what VIPKID is, but I will drop my VIPKID playlist in the description box below. So if you are interested, you can check that out. For today's video, I thought I would share just my thoughts from my first 3 months as a VIPKID teacher, as well as answer the top 5 frequently asked questions that I get about being a VIPKID teacher, so that if you're someone that's considering maybe becoming a VIPKID teacher, you probably have some of these questions too, because I definitely get asked them a lot. If you're interested in that, then definitely just keep watching. If you aren't already, be sure to hit that subscribe button. We just hit 200 subscribers, which I'm so excited about. Makes me so happy that we just hit 200 subscribers. But if you're not already, hit that subscribe button. I upload videos every single Tuesday and Thursday all about my bullet journal, my experiences with working from home with VIPKID, as well as travel vlogs and lifestyle videos. So if you're interested in that, be sure to subscribe. With that being said, let's just jump right into my 3-month review and answering your questions. I have officially been with VIPKID for 105 days now, which is just kind of mind-blowing to me because I feel like I just started, honestly. But the biggest thing I will say, and I'm going to be totally real and transparent with you, the biggest thing that I've noticed with being a VIPKID teacher is how important it is to prioritize your self-care. It is very early hours, and I do VIPKID full-time. I do have another business as well, so I do work from home full-time, but it's definitely important to prioritize your self-care, especially when it comes to things like sleep and just making sure that you're establishing a good routine. I got kind of burnt out after my first month. I worked every single day for I think the first 45 days straight. It can be very easy to get burned out if you don't pay attention. That's my biggest tip, I think, going into it. Is I know it's super exciting and you're really excited about it and you're excited to be working from home, but working from home does come with its own responsibilities as far as making sure that you are in it for the long haul and that you're creating a good schedule for yourself, however that fits in your lifestyle, that you can do this long term and you don't get burned out after 3 months. Because I definitely had to scale back after that first 45 days. Just make sure you really come up with a system that works for you and your lifestyle, and you sit down and figure out your schedule and make an organized plan for it. That's my biggest tip if you're someone who is brand new to VIPKID teaching. So with that being said, I wanted to jump into the top 5 questions that I get asked about VIPKID. I have them on my phone here, so don't mind me looking at my phone, but these are definitely the most popular questions that I get asked by people that are interested in applying to be a VIPKID teacher. I've gotten emailed these questions from people from my blog, link in the description box if you haven't already checked it out, but it's VIPKIDDreamer.com. And I also get asked this by the teachers that I refer to the company that I am helping mentoring through the hiring process. If you are interested in becoming a VIPKID teacher, I do offer support to help get you through that hiring process. If you are interested, I'll drop more information about that in the description box. The number 1 question, honestly, this is one of the first questions people ask me when they figure out what I do, and I think it's so funny. The number 1 question by far that I get asked is, do you speak Chinese? I don't speak Chinese. I don't speak a word of Chinese. That's not true. I can say ni hao, which is hello. There we go. I can say hello in Chinese. But to answer that question, no, you do not have to speak Chinese in order to be a VIPKID teacher. It's not a requirement at all. As far as the requirements to become a VIPKID teacher, you do have to have a bachelor's degree in something. It doesn't have to be education, but you do have to have a 4-year degree. You also have to have some kind of experience with kids. For me personally, I had a lot of experience with tutoring, and I worked at an after-school program in college. So I used that as my experience, and that worked fine. So it doesn't have to be specifically in a classroom setting. They just have to know that you have some experience with kids. I've even heard of people using, like, if they're a nanny or something, they've used that as well. So I think they just want to see that you have some experience with kids before going into teaching. I'll pop a video up on the screen here or in the description box below with more on the hiring process, because I do have an entire video dedicated to explaining that process for you. The second question that I get asked the most often by far is in regards to the hiring process, and again, I have a whole video on that, so I'm not going to go too much into the details about it in this video, but I get asked a lot about the hiring process and if it's difficult, how long it takes. To me, it wasn't difficult, but the biggest recommendation I can say honestly is if you really want to be a VIP Kid teacher, the faster you go through the hiring process, the easier it will be. A lot of the things I hear is, oh, I need to practice more. I feel like people look for it to be perfect, and you don't have to be perfect in order to get through the hiring process. Like, it's not necessary. When I was going through and preparing for my demo interview, which is the first step in the hiring process, I practiced for about 2 hours. I mean, I did practice, but I didn't practice for days and days and days and days and keep pushing it off and pushing it off and pushing it off. Don't stress too much over it needing to be perfect. As long as you're having fun and you show your enthusiasm to that interviewer, they're going to see that you'll be a good teacher, and that's really all they're looking for. They're just looking for someone that can be very enthusiastic, that can have fun with the kids and get really engaged, because you are talking with them through a camera, so it's really important to be able to engage with them and get them excited about the lesson instead of just talking to them like this and not having any emotion and just kind of being ho-hum. Nobody wants to watch a video like that. So it's the same thing. As far as if the hiring process is difficult, it's not, but I would recommend going through it as quickly as you possibly can for your schedule. It will make your life so much easier. Plus, you get to start teaching sooner. If you give yourself just a week to do it and go through it all as quickly as you can, it'll pay off. I promise. So the next question that people ask me a lot about VIPKid is if you can teach with VIPKid full-time. You definitely can teach full-time with VIPKid and make it your full-time job. The first thing I would recommend doing is to actually figure out how much your expenses you need per month, how much extra you want to be making per month, and then take that number and figure out how many classes you want to be teaching. You can work as much or as little as you want with VIPKid, which is one of the amazing things. You have complete freedom and power over your schedule. VIPKid has no minimums or maximums or requirements per week. I usually aim to teach anywhere between, like, 200 is usually my minimum that I teach per month. You definitely 100% can work this full time. Even if you don't want to do this full time, you can also, on the flip side of that, just add it, maybe teach 1 or 2 classes before work in the morning if you want a little bit of extra income. Okay, so the next frequently asked question that I receive about VIPKid is, when do you teach? This is honestly the biggest thing that you have to wrap your mind around when you're starting with VIPKid. There's a 14-hour time difference where I am at and China. When I'm teaching at 5 o'clock in the morning, it's actually 7 p.m. in China. I start anywhere from 1 a.m. to 3 a.m. and then I go until about 8 a.m. I teach very, very early in the morning. On the flip side of that, because I'm doing that full time, I'm able to then have the rest of the day to build my YouTube channel and talk with you guys, be able to work on my blog and other business and things like that. So it allows me much more freedom and flexibility. If you do want to work full-time hours, it does require you to start earlier mornings or to work overnights on weekends. When you're going into this, if you are considering doing this full-time, you will have to have kind of crazy hours, but it's totally worth it. The last question that I feel like I get asked a lot, especially because I uploaded that 150 classes video. If you don't know what I'm talking about, I uploaded a video to my channel. It was one of the first ones that I did about VIPKid. I was sharing how I booked 150 classes in my first 2 weeks with the VIPKid, and I got a lot of traction from that video, and a lot of the questions I get revolve around bookings. So I get asked a lot, like, how do you get bookings? Do you get them right away? Or how do I get more bookings? I really would recommend making sure that you have a very enticing looking profile photo. If you are not a photo editor, you don't know how to edit photos, you can go on something like Upwork or Fiverr and hire a freelancer to do it. It'll cost you like maybe $5, and they can make your profile picture just look brighter and clearer. The thing is parents are scrolling through hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of teachers, right? So you want your profile to stand out. And the first thing they're gonna see is your profile picture. I'll see if I can pop my profile picture up here. But I did my background, I wore my VIPKid orange t-shirt, and then I had my bright background behind me too. I had a different profile picture up originally. I didn't get bookings like in my first 24 hours, and I was like, oh my god, nobody wants to book me. And I took this profile picture. I got my first booking then a couple hours after that. So I do think your profile picture is incredibly important. Making sure that your video is very enticing as well. I do have experience with video editing, so I did edit mine myself. If you really want something that's a little bit more edited and maybe you don't have experience with it, again, you can go to Upwork or Fiverr. But on the flip side to that, I don't think that is 100% necessary. You will still get bookings. It just might be a little bit slower going, but I'm not an expert by any means. I don't work for VIPKid headquarters, so I don't actually know how the algorithm works. In my experience in talking with other teachers that I know, that's kind of what I've found to be the case. I do think it's possible to get booked right away if you have everything in place. Those are my 5 frequently asked questions, and I cannot believe it has already been 3 months since I've been with VIPKID. I'm so thankful for this opportunity. If you are interested in applying for VIPKID, I do offer one-on-one mentoring through the hiring process. I'll have more information in the description box if you'd like to check that out. If you liked this video, give it a big thumbs up. Be sure to subscribe if you're not already. I upload videos every single Tuesday and Thursday all about my bullet journal, my experiences working from home, as well as travel vlogs and lifestyle videos. So if you're interested in that, be sure to subscribe. Thanks for watching, and I will see you guys for my next video. Bye guys.